Yeah, man. I'm your man, Mr. Bob Busy. Last time we was talking about the last episode. I believe I ended it all with Brother Ice T, man. Like I was saying, man. People really didn't want to listen to it, man, because it wasn't selling. Wasn't making much money for what he was selling. People don't want to hear about things that's good. People don't want to hear about self awareness, being conscientious, are conscientious to what's going on in your community and how it's being done to you. You know, what Brother Ice T was speaking to people, man, was about how they was like mind controlling you, how they was sitting you off to a distant. They need you, but they don't want you to be seen. Okay, they want you to speak, but don't want you to be heard. This is what IC was basically speaking about, and you know what, people didn't want to hear that, man, because the only thing they just wanted to hear and know, man, is how where you get the next high at, man, or who got the good bud and things like that, man. But see, that's a mind frame that was set to white America, through corporate America. Black people don't got no patent on weed and cocaine and Uzis. We don't have that, man. Come on. Who you think fly that stuff in here? Who you think brings it to the hood? Yes, I know you see brothers and sisters who's out there shooting the needles, smoking the crack, you know, puffing on the weed and things like that. Yeah, that's what you see. But the cultivation of it, man, is through who? White corporate America. They the one who feed it to us. They the one to give it. So you gotta understand, when you want to keep a certain race of people in check, in a sense, the first thing you're doing, you want to limitate them. You want to cut off the inability on the way that they produce. And how you do that? You by putting in multitude of liquor stores in the neighborhood. Drug addicts, bringing in drugs and making drug addicts. Putting guns inside the community. Because if you do all of these things in prostitution, if you give them all of these, put all these things in their community, only thing they can only do is what? Is be destructive. That's it. They can't get nothing out of drugs. What you can get out of drugs? Drugs don't help you be a doctor or lawyer. It don't make you a self-awareness and conscientious objective to things. No. You only see things down one path. That's a destruction path. That's it. That's what drugs do. That's what guns do. Guns kill young doctors. Guns kill potential lawyers. Drugs kill potential presidents. Drug kills, man. Bottom line. I mean, drugs and guns, it just kills, man. That's bottom line, man. And this is what Ice-T was saying, man, that a lot of people didn't want to hear. But we thank a brother like Ice-T, man. I thank you, man, because, I heard you, brother, and I listened. I heard it, and I listened. My sons and daughter, I let them heard you, and they listened. I thank God today, I got a beautiful family, 4 boys, 4 girls. All of them are college. Some is in, some is out. And, they doing very well. I'm not saying I have lived the most promising life myself now, I have skirted off the path of righteousness myself, I have been caught up somewhat in the drug game. I had did a lot of things that I should not have done. And, a lot of people ask me, do I regret the things that I have done? I think we all live a certain path for a reason. And I think God permits those paths for a reason. Is why we had to live them. Do I regret my past? No, I don't. Do I regret going to prison? In and out of jail? Being beat by police? Had a little drug habit. Did a lot of drinking, fornicating, doing a lot of things that I shouldn't been doing. Do I regret it? Honestly, no. And I'm gonna say it for this reason. I think we all live a path in our life that is led to keep another person from leading. I believe that I went that path because I had to be taught a lesson to prepare for the next generation was my children that I wouldn't want them to go to. God brought me out from the ways of iniquity. He showed me the road of righteousness, and he set my feet upon it, and I follow it. Understand what I'm saying? And when I follow it and I start having children, I said, this is the road I want my children on. This is the path of righteousness. This is the path of gloriness. This is the path of promising, where I can see young doctors, young lawyers, young music artists. This is the path that is the role of safetyness that's going to bring, an embodiment of awareness. I follow that road and I put my kids on that road. But that road would have never had happened if I didn't lead it that life of iniquity. So I thank God for letting me lead that life of iniquity. I'm glad he let me went through that. Some said, man, you crazy, man. To get beat up by the police, man. To be stabbed, shot, whatever case may be, man. Thrown in jail. Man, you must be crazy, man. You must be, man, listen to me. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not proud of it. But, it's just me, man, Am I sorry for it? No. Never. I'm glad I went through what I had to go through to be the man that I am today. Because without it, I would not be the man or the father that I am today without it. And it was just through God's grace and his will for me to make it here today. That's what brothers and sisters got to understand. Don't be sorry, man. You learn from it. And this is what I did. I told my kids, sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do, sometimes to get where you want to be. Well, that was my life. I did a lot of things I didn't want to do. I acted in certain ways that I didn't want to be. But guess what? And I was places that I didn't want to be. But guess what? I'm here today. That's what counts now. It's where I'm at right this second. And I'm out here talking to you beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters, man. Though you be black or white, Chicano, Puerto Rican, Haitian, or Jamaica. Baby, I'm feeling all of you, baby. You understand what I'm saying? So, I tell everybody, man, life is good, man. And it's rich. And it's promising. But it's only promise from the walk that you take. You knew who said that to you, man. Mr. Bob Busy, man, from G-Boys TV, man. Keep reaching for the sky, man. From me to you, from mine to yours. Mr. Bob Busy. 1.